Are you actually a dorky VTuber? No. I am very locked in, very serious, in the economy. Are you managing to keep up? It feels like you've had months of high stress. It's impressive how you managed to get so much done that I have to ask you if it feels like it's at least getting better. I'd love to hear how you manage it all, as whenever things get crazy, I begin dropping balls left, right, and center. That's kind of, that's a pretty good question, actually. The answer is medication and therapy. I go to therapy and I take medication. Because life is very stressful, especially considering my other job. So, I try to handle it as responsibly as possible so that I'm not showing up here and fucking venting to you guys about my random bullshit, you know? I'm not even taking strong medication, it's just like a little bit of stuff that's prescribed. But I barely even need it anymore, to be honest. No, I am not taking heavy medication. Ugh. God forbid a VTuber be a little bit mentally ill. For fuck's sake, this used to be the norm. What made me join the army originally, assuming it's not anything personal? College. Yeah, that's about it. What's my favorite bread to consume? I like sourdough a lot. Sourdough's really good. Tomoe, I've been in the army for years. When am I going to be promoted? We've submitted your promotion paperwork, and, I will get back to you about this soon. Have you ever played any visual novels? I played I guess like the two weird ones, the Pigeon Dating Sim and the KFC Dating Sim. I don't think I full cleared the bird one. I'm not really a visual novel type of person. Mostly cause, like, I don't like streaming them because it involves a lot of talking, and I get like vocal fatigue if I have to like read characters out in different voices and stuff, so I prefer to not do that. I think it'd be fun on my own though, but I don't really play a lot of games on my own, so yeah. Am I 124 in horse years, horse girl years, or regular years? The answer is yes. Moving on. Do I have any other professional career dreams outside of VTubing? Not really, no. Werewolves! No! Wait, why did I even add this on here? It's not even an actual question, it's just werewolves question mark. What are my plans after the military, or have I decided to go career the horse sergeant? Why the fuck would I stay in? I'm just gonna be a VTuber, bro. It's not that complicated. Pineapple on pizza, I think it's kind of mediocre. It's okay, but like, you know? Yeah. It's alright, but it's like, I don't think you should put a cold topping on like a warm pizza. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I think flavor-wise it can be good, but like, in terms of like, balance, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Why am I adorable? Because I don't think that hard. If you had to trade one US state for one Canadian province, what two would you trade? I don't know the Canadian provinces. Like, if you held a gun up to my head and told me to like name the Canadian provinces or I'm gonna die, I would not be able to tell you. Like, Canada's fine and all, but I don't know shit about it, so they can't have our states. No, they're my states. Have you ever gotten transferred to another base, or have you ever traveled outside the good old States? I have been at the same base for most of my career, and I don't have a lot of experience going overseas. I'm pretty happy here though. I'm happy to end my contract up here. Do you like YouTube chat better than Twitch chat? I think I've answered this a couple times seriously, but I honestly have no preference between the chats. You guys are completely different, but like, I enjoy both chats for different reasons. You made an entire short about people who said they couldn't be here for a stream. No. I made a short about people feeling the need to explain long-winded shit in chat about why they can't be here. If you guys ever have to miss a stream, You don't owe me an explanation for why you can't be here. Just go do your thing, bro. You don't need to announce to the entire class why you can't be here. Just go do your shit, okay? Like I'm not mad at you. I'm not gonna hold it against you. Just go do what you gotta do, okay? Just go do that. That's all I ask. Yeah, that's not unreasonable. You probably get this a lot, but if you weren't a horse VTuber, what kind of VTuber would you be? Maybe like a German Shepherd, I don't know. I feel like those are cool. I feel like that would be pretty cool. What's my take on sub versus dub? I think there's a lot of good dubs out there, but I've always only ever watched subs. It's just like an old habits die hard type of thing, you know? Like, I don't know. I've been watching anime for about 20 years now, and I've only ever watched subs, so it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, dubs are dog shit, cause you know I like the FMA Brotherhood's dub as much as the next guy, and there's some other good ones out there that I probably would prefer if I like grew up on it, you know, that's different, but I would never like go out of my way to watch subs, cause that's like what I'm used to, if that makes sense. Is it true you have a wife at every spaceport? Oh yeah, man, I'm so dastardly. Do I excel at any aspect of athletics? No, I only know how to lift. I was chosen last for sports. Cause when I was younger, I had really bad reflexes. So like, I was a detriment to any sports team that I was ever on, like for PE and stuff. And so they didn't want me to be on the team. So yeah, I'm not really good at sports. And I only really started lifting after school, so yeah. Yeah, go fill more sandbags, guys. Come on, Dale. That's your exercise. You have a unique accent. Are you perhaps from Toronto or Montreal? Montreal? Whatever that fucking Canadian place is. No, I'm from the Pacific Northwest. As a horse who's going to be added to Uma Musume, what would your racing style be? Probably pace. I like running with other people. I don't want to run ahead of people or be at the back of the pack because being at the back makes me sad. I'm not good at conserving energy. I like consistency, you know? Consistency is fun, just like keeping the same pace the entire time. But I also don't really like long distance running. I actually don't really like running that much in general. I feel like a very sad hamster when I run. So yeah, if I could just lift for the rest of my life and not run, I would be a lot happier. Favorite horse fact? I just really like the fact they can't see red. That means I always get to ignore red flags and just... Yeah, that's why I have so many evil ex-wives in my fictional tales. Do I love VTubing more or my contract more? Obviously, I love VTubing more. If I could stop working in the military right now, I would, but I got a year left in my contract, so they get me a while longer. I'm not really passionate about what I do there. But like here, I'm passionate about this, so obviously it's different. There's like a different level of like emotional investment and stuff. That's why I put so much of my free time into this. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it, so, you know. Yeah. If you had to cook dinner for someone you admire, what would you make? I'm really bad at cooking. Well, to be honest, I'm not good at cooking at all. I'll make them like a hot dog or something. Like I'll microwave it. You know when you like poke little holes in it with a fork and just like throw it on a paper towel, and then just toss that shit in the microwave? I would microwave a hot dog for you guys. And then just give you a little plate, like, here you go. Here you go, it's scrumptious. Here you go, eat up. Yummy, yummy. Hi there, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. No, you're doing greater job, and you, yeah. No, you. Slapping that Uno reverse card down on the table. In the future, do I have anyone I would like to collab with? I'm sure you guys have noticed this, but I'm not exactly like big on collaborations. I'm not really like John Collabor out here. I don't really think there's anyone in particular I want to collab with. Go make some friends. I have friends, I just don't like collabing a lot. Cause then like, I'm a very reading chat-oriented type of person, and when you're collabing, you usually aren't reading chat. I know it's fun to like see people collab every so often, but it's definitely not my personal preference. For no particular reason, I definitely know ulterior motives. What's your ring size? I don't know, because I don't own any rings. I don't think I own any jewelry at all now that I think about it. What about dog tags? Dog tags aren't jewelry. What? What kind of question is that? You ever had the opportunity to visit one place on Earth? Where would it be and what would you do? USA, motherfucker! Ah! I like the US. I don't know if there's really anywhere else I want to go. If I wanted to go somewhere, I'll probably go when I'm out of the military, because I don't like putting leave requests in. That's too much work. What's my favorite military vehicle? I'm like in the military, right? It's my job, but I'm not a military nerd. And then you might be wondering, well, why do you have a military theme, right? Because, I don't know, it's what I know. And I want other people here, both in the service and not in the service, to feel comfortable here, but I'm kind of bad at answering questions like this because I don't have a lot of knowledge, and I'm not afraid of admitting when I don't know something. I'm not afraid of looking like an idiot, you know? Do I speak any other languages, even just a couple words? I don't think it counts as speaking another language if you only speak a couple words. But no, I don't speak any other languages. I wouldn't say so. I speak English. That's about it. Have you experienced creative burnout on anything and how did you get past the burnout? My brain is an idea, it's a machine that turns ideas into stuff. Sometimes I bite off more than I can chew, like with the video thing. I was like, oh, I can do weekly videos, and then my work schedule had other plans. I'll still release videos when I can, but it definitely can't be weekly, so. Sometimes, if I have to do a lot of writing, I don't always know what to write, but I still try to get past it, take things easy for a bit. Maybe like when I feel inspired, do a bunch of stuff at once, and then I can give myself some time off to relax a little bit. It just depends on how much downtime I have, because I need time to think, you know, I need to process everything. But yeah, I've never got like super burnt out before. VTubing has a lot of mental stress associated with it that I think a lot of people are like not entirely aware of, or maybe they are, I don't know, maybe they're more aware nowadays, but I'm pretty good at balancing when I feel overwhelmed by stuff, and you guys are pretty understanding about it, so I'm good at avoiding burnout, I would say. I don't do more than I think I can handle, and I know you guys trust me to manage that well, so yeah, it's okay. We make the most of what we can do. That's what's important. Do I have a favorite beer or mixed drink? On subject for Saturday's stream. I wish I could still do it Saturday. It's sad that it has to be rescheduled. I like mixed drinks. I'm not really a fan of beer. It doesn't agree with my taste buds. I don't like the taste of hops. People who drink IPAs are insane, honestly. Not even real people. There's no way. There's no fucking way. I don't know who those people are. Do I enjoy the height you are, or would you swap it to be shorter or taller? I want to assume that people don't actually care about height that much, because like, I don't think height matters at all, right? I personally could not give two fucks what height somebody is, and I don't really care about what height I am. So the concept of people actually caring about height is like baffling to me. Unless it's like an insecurity, then you know. Obviously you care about your own height, but I don't think most people really care about the height that other people are like that, you know? You might worry that people are, you know, like, oh, they must think I'm so short. I don't know. I work with a lot of short people and tall people. Really just people of every fucking height, and I've never like really given it second thought. Sometimes I look at tall people though, and I'm like, I wonder how many calories they have to consume. But that's like about it. That's pretty much like the only thought that goes through my head. I don't ask them because that seems like a rude thing to ask, probably. You know, like I'm not cool with them like that. But it is something I think about. But yeah, I don't really think height matters, because height isn't something you can change, right? I feel like it makes more sense to focus on the shit about people or yourself that you can change. So yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. I don't care how tall I am. It don't matter none. If money wasn't an issue, what is something you'd like to do? Any dream project you'd like to do? I don't know if I really have a dream project. Maybe like an anime someday would be cool. I feel like that would be like a dream come true for a VTuber, right? An anime, yeah. But that's because I love anime, so maybe one day, someday in the far future, if I ever become like big haunts tuber, you know, like people continue thinking that I'm super cool. Maybe one day I could have an anime or something. That would be like my dream above all dreams type of thing, though. That's not really feasible. That's really difficult. Can I borrow the 10mm sock? No, you can't. You're not gonna return it. What inspired this stream of Q&A? I just kind of felt like it, I don't know. There's not a particular reason for it. Am I a fan of Nintendo games? Not any more a fan of Nintendo than I am of anything else. If something happens to be Nintendo, then that's kind of nice, but I don't have a preference for Nintendo. What made you get into writing and why did you decide to write a book? I would love to know more about it. I don't know. I really liked reading as a kid, so I just started writing as a hobby, and I wanted to write a book because I like writing. Yeah, that's about it. It's not that exciting, but it should be ready by the end of the year, unless I get turned into horse meat. I don't know. I should be good though. I'm making a lore book because I think that would be a fun thing to explore. It can be as canon as you want it to be, yeah, but I think it'll be fun. Writing is fun. Always fun. This is a kind of good question. Will I be doing anything with Vtuber again in the future? For those who don't know, Vtuber was the group that I used to be in. I don't think I'll ever return to Vtuber, to be honest. I'm pretty happy, like, doing stuff on my own. Not that I have anything, like, against the girls there or anything. They're pretty cool, but I like doing my own thing. I have a lot of fun with it, so I can't really see myself joining a group again. It was kind of like a good thing to try and like see how it fit me, but I have like a bunch of ambitious projects that I want to focus on, so I don't really have time to like devote to group stuff anyway. So it's a nice Q&A stream. I'm glad you think so. Maybe you guys learned some new stuff, right? Do you guys feel like you learned anything more about me that you were like curious about or anything? I hope that's the case, because I like to answer the stuff. This was a pretty fulfilling Q&A though. I feel like I got to answer a lot of good questions. You guys got some very thought-provoking questions, you know? Really had to like dig into my head to figure out how to answer some of those, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope everybody had fun and got to learn a thing or two. Yeah. Bye!